Hi everyone, my name is Michael, and I was a part of the Pioneer 2016 Color Guard for the production St. Joan of Arc. This video, I will be commentating over my GoPro run, which was filmed in our last day at Oklahoma for what was essentially a second part of spring training. And I haven't watched this GoPro in a while, and I'm doing it live. So I don't have a script that I'm following, so I'm just going to be commentating what I see. And hopefully people learn from it if they can, or it's just entertaining. So let's begin.
Is it red?
So this is my first time actually using a GoPro. I filmed stuff before with other cameras, but I didn't really know how a GoPro worked. Like, I knew how it worked, but I had never used one. So I'm a little confused here at the beginning, trying to ask people if the red light's on. No one's really answering me. And I was like, guys, come on, just let me know if the light's on. I'm just like, is it red? Is it red? And people are like, alright, you're good, you're good. And so we're still setting up, and we've been in Oklahoma for about a week, relearning the entire show. So work's changed, completely new drill, completely new show, basically. We changed the entire focus. So that's our guard sergeant. She sets the flag down. Our captain head kind of gets mad because it looks like she put it kind of sloppily, so she had to run back. That was pretty funny, and she kind of tucks it in a little bit, and we're going here. It's really hot. It's probably close to 100 degrees here. We've been in the same place for about a week. We performed at Broken Arrow, and we were about to go to Mustang after this run. This was our last final run at Oklahoma, so I was pretty honored to have the GoPro here. It was my friend, and you'll see her at some point. So we just added this intro, so we didn't really know how it worked, but it was pretty good. It was like kind of like a mic here with the chimes, 3, and then you go down, basically, or was it 4, or something like that. So we're doing a little bit of dance here. We had this dance originally as just like an improv, I believe, from our caption head. That's Joan of Arc over there on the left, and we're just kind of dancing. A few people, 3 saints, reach out to her. I was one of them. I was technically like Saint Michael, I guess. So there's supposed to be something that I was supposed to run around, I guess, like a person. Eventually that kind of got cut because it was kind of weird. There's my friend Jackie. So we go up, and we're about to pick up the flag here and impact. I think we've had this work since the beginning, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it's kind of hard to tell here, but I'm like booking it across the field, like pretty far. We don't really have work here. We eventually did add work. Like I said, we just learned entire new drill, and some stuff didn't work and parts changed. So this part's actually really cool. You can watch me spot the flag here once I toss. See how the tab stays right in the middle? That's essentially what you're trying to do with your eyes. So that was actually really cool that it was caught on camera. There's one of my trio partners, and there's another one to my right that you can't really see. We just keep going. This part was really, really fun to perform. Hyped me up every time. I was really close to the Contra there. His name's Logan, but it worked out. No one ever got hurt, so it was fun. Then we go into what we call the travel section here, and it's a little bit of bodywork under the flag. I think there's bodywork like almost every count-ish here. We're doing something a little fancy with our feet. You can't really tell on the GoPro just because I'm not watching my feet. Obviously, I'm trying to look up, and if I have to, I'm looking at the flag. This part we worked on a lot. We changed. We were originally going to do like an exchange toss between the trio, but I guess not everyone got it, so we cut it for some other toss here. This part was really scary. We had to run through the drum line here, the snare specifically, and it was like a really tiny opening. And we eventually got different work here. We tried like 3 different things, but for in Oklahoma, we just kind of held it there, and then eventually stepped down. Like, we had no idea. They were just kind of like, oh, you'll figure out the transition. That was kind of a lot of what happened in Oklahoma. They were just like, oh, you'll figure it out. So we had someone who was unable to march come bring the shield to Joan, who's front and center right here. And the 3 saints are, okay, so the other one's not here, but we run off the field, and we're about to change into Lauds, which is our, like, battle scene. This was probably the most hype thing. So I do a front roll after a cartwheel here, and I don't think we just learned this rifle work. We might have, actually. I think we did. We did change this rifle work completely, I believe. So there's a little bit of mess ups. I think I caught on a half here. That was supposed to be a quad. I'm pretty sure I tossed a triple and a half. Catch behind our back. We're moving, traveling. There's a baritone arc behind us, and Joan of Arc, I believe, is right there. Yeah, that's Joan. More rifle stuff. We tossed a 5 here, and we called it the Dabois. Our visual caption had kind of hated it, but yeah, we kept that in for a really long time. Some more stuff here. Under the leg. This was really hard for me for some reason, that under the leg toss there. Then we rewrote this work here. Someone came in Oklahoma to try and rewrite the entire work, and it was really difficult. It was like classical, so it wasn't like super hard, but just trying to memorize it. We learned it like 30 minutes before. Maybe not even. We learned it right up until the full run here. And there was supposed to be like new drill that he didn't teach. So I tossed a 6, catch it. What you didn't hear was before that, during the classical work, Joan yelled my name because I was off on drill because I didn't really know what was going on here. That happens a lot in this movement because we changed a lot of work. We kept this. This is the drum break here. This is probably my favorite part of the entire show. That's a quad right there. Catch it. Go. Eventually they added a vocal here that really hyped me up from Kendrick Lamar's Hood Politics. It was like, call me Shanique was fun. Yeah, it was right there. They didn't say it here. I don't think it was put in yet. I didn't really notice it until Indy. So we do a French salute here. My hands are kind of dirty because drum corps. Triple? Yeah, that was a triple. We call that like a waterfall or something. I don't know. This part's cool. The chord here. We call that the Hallelujah chord. That was a really cool moment. This entire movement was really fun to perform, and once it was really perfected, it was just a blast. So we have separate flag entrances here. People on the left side of the field for me have already been doing flag if they weren't on rifle. We're doing one-handed flag work here with a shield. I believe this also changed. Yeah, not this part specifically, but I do yell new work real soon, probably in like 5 seconds. Get a little bit of a sail there, managed to get myself out pretty quickly. Fatigue is really kind of starting to set in. So new work here. Fatigue's kind of setting in from Oklahoma. We're all really tired. Yeah, we're hot. I just give up because I couldn't remember, so I jumped to the end. And we kind of melt down here, pick up the flag. The next section, there's a voiceover going here, just kind of moving the story along. We actually go and capture Joan. This changed several times, but I put my shield out. She like tries to escape. She pushes me. She actually pushed me really hard in this run, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but it's good. We're really good friends. I think she even apologized to me after the run. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. So we're supposed to have black cloaks here, like that one girl, but it was really hot and sweaty, so not all of us wore them. So we're hiding. Or no, we're not hiding the silk at this point in the show. We're just holding it. We do a little bit of a dance here. The drill here and the work changes a little bit later on in the season. It's kind of a minor rewrite after Oklahoma. The trumpets are the ones, I believe, who got that over. Or maybe not. Yeah, trumpets move the wheel over, and then we have people in the back bringing the pole over to make the stake. More body work here. I believe our captain head also wrote this. He's really talented with body, and it was super enjoyable to work with him. So they put the pole in here. We make like a death row type thing. I forgot what we called it. More dance. We're supposed to be really, really angry here. You can't see my face, but we're supposed to be like pissed off at Joan. And we reveal the fire. This was like a highlight for everyone who was watching the show. They really enjoyed when the flame silks came out. For some reason, like it was one of the hype moments of the show that like even DCI's like official Facebook page, they would like show this moment on video. I believe this was also new work that was written too. Yeah, we learned this in a band room here in Oklahoma, so that was fun. And then she kind of dies. We experimented with like walking her off, like lifting her. I would like lift her off and we would like bury her or something, but we decided to stick with burying her in the cloak here, which is really difficult. It was really hard to get the black cloak and eventually the white cloak on her. We don't have the white cloak on her here yet, so we're just kind of trying to hide her here. I say ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. We were all trying to like hype ourselves up, because this is like when fatigue sets in right before the closer of our show. I'm talking really fast here, I'm sorry. But we're kind of making jokes here, and eventually, we're just like, okay, so this work we're also really angry. It was really hard to dance in between the hats here, especially when we had the caps for the core, because we didn't want to like step on them. So that was a little bit of a challenge to work around. But this is like really aggressive work, which I enjoyed. I think we've had this rifle work for a bit. I don't think this is new. Yeah, this isn't new rifle work here at this point in the show. This is a little bit easier of rifle work, I'd say, because we have a little bit more people. It wasn't super easy, but it was easier than what we did in LODs originally. So we're doing a lot of stuff here. Quad, it's supposed to be a ripple. I don't know if you caught that or not, but it is. It's hard to see on a GoPro, but it was a ripple. Another, like a fake out here, and then a triple, I believe. Yeah. And then we do a little bit of transition off, and then that's the end of the rifle work here. At this point in the show, we have one of our cymbal players voicing over Joan of Arc, something something. We hereby declare you a martyr or something like that, and we called it like the Lollipop Guild because he sounded like one of the little munchkin dudes from Wizard of Oz. I forget what they're called, but yeah. So we have a flag soloist here, that's our guard sergeant, right next to our vocalist, who, yeah, she was vocalizing. She's a really talented singer. So we do some more flag work here. On the other side of the thing, the field, sorry, they had black flags actually, and it was really cool. So you'll notice here that I actually am not wearing gloves. We didn't wear gloves for a majority of the season until we were finally able to give in the choice. But at that point, my hands were already like calloused up, and there would be no point in breaking in gloves for like the second half of the season. So this is more ripple work here. That's why I'm not really doing a whole lot into a double here. The one time I like messed it up, I actually busted my lip. I didn't mess it up here. I had a little bit of a shakier catch, I believe. It wasn't my strongest, but I didn't drop it. So I felt pretty good with this round, at least for the closer. This part's really fun. We're like running, the drums say some stuff, and then this is the end, and then we kick it up here. We do a 45, France, and that's the end of our show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I entertained you with my rambling. If not, well, I'm sorry. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on YouTube or Facebook if you know who I am, or Reddit or whatever. Thank you so much.